Hello readers. If you are looking for some cultivation manhwa with good story and excellent translation, then this video might be helpful for you. Without further ado, let's get into the video. Number 10. Tang Yin Zai Yi Jia. His body has different abilities, but he has not found any way to use them in the real world. All he can do is to be a professional killer. He became the best assassin in the world, and then when no one could compete with him, he mysteriously died. And reborn in a world of cultivation and war, but at least after going to a different world, where there is only fighting or death in the battlefield, its strength will appear differently. His name is Tang Yin, and he will start his new life from scratch to become the strongest existence in this world, just like his past world. Number 9. Invincible at the start. As a nerd, Chen Chang'an travels through the fantasy world, and gets a cheat system. He will be invincible within his field, and to increase his domain he needs to fight more monster and cultivators. Not even immoral LS can harm him when he is in his domain. This manhwa has a lot of fights, and the MC gets more powerful as the story goes on. He does a lot of trolling, and when he is bored, he occasionally raises a few cute and sweet apprentices, and accidentally cultivated them to become overpowered, which turned the world upside down. Number 8. Keep a low profile, sect leader. The MC gets transmigrated in a cultivation simulator, and becomes the sect leader. He was a former player of the game, so he knows the future events and how he will take his third-rate sect to become the strongest in the continent. The protagonist is just Chad. Whenever he introduces himself, he activates his spiritual wind to look cool. The story of this manhwa is good and the translation is excellent. Also, the plot is thick sometimes. Number 7. World's Apocalypse Online. This is a apocalypse manhwa with system, where MC was one of the last human cultivator but dies fighting and travels back in time. Now he have to save the humanity from the future crisis. The MC gives a lot of Eren Yeager vibes and ruthless when he fights. He uses his system to travel from cultivation world to real and become stronger as he fights. The translation is good and the story is awesome. There are also a lot of female leads. Number 6. Global Martial Arts. The MC gets transmigrated into the same world as his, but the only difference is that here only people with powerful martial arts are recognized by society. The MC gets a cheat system which gives him points for every wealth he possessed. The more money he has, the more powerful he becomes. Personally, I wasn't expecting it to be this much good. But it has a lot of good fights and the translation is good. He gets more powerful as the fights goes on. If you have. Number 5. I'm actually a cultivation bigshot. Our MC gets transmigrated into the cultivation world with a system, but he can't cultivate. He then decides to live a peaceful life, but he doesn't know that he is already the strongest existence in the universe. It's more of a misunderstanding manhwa where everyone except MC knows how strong he is. This have a lot of memes reference and the translation is good. Some panels are so funny that I take them for meme reference. Number 4. My senior brother is too steady. The MC is a cultivator with perilous talent but is actually afraid to die. He only wants to cultivate peacefully. He is so cautious that he always sends his puppets to fight. He learns escaping techniques and don't want any attention. He hides his strength so no big event could happen. The story is about good and the translation is done well. And it's have a lot of female lead. The story of this manhwa is good and the translation is excellent. Also, the plot is thick sometimes. Number 3. Above 10,000 people. Our MC is the strongest in the universe. The only thing is he doesn't know that. The system tells him that he has no talent and if he wants to cultivate he need to form a sect with 100 decibels. This is one of the funniest and most misunderstanding manhwa. Wherever action of MC gets misunderstood. The translation is good and the story is awesome. This manhwa is a must-read. Number 2. All hail the sect leader. Our MC possessed the body of a young sect leader of a third-rate sect and now he have to make the sect into a powerhouse. The MC starts off weak but gets stronger and stronger. His opponents take him lightly and gets beaten up. The story is good and the MC trolls his opponents and is very funny. The translation is good and you should give it a try. Number 1. I'm an evil god. This is one of the Manhua I personally recommend. Our MC transmigrate in the body of Xie Yan, the most handsome and manliest person on earth. Now he have to survive in the cultivation world. He gets a system and collects different techniques by leaping into different words and doing missions. It's a must-read. The translation is good and the story keeps on getting better. Bonus. Tales of Demons and Gods. Most of you may have read this, but to those who haven't, I recommend this manhwa should be your first priority on the list. The story is so well written and it's keep on improving. Simple put, it is one of the manhwa I wait every week to get updates. If you are hesitating because of multiple panels, just believe me and give it a try. It's just that good.